Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. So, in this video, I would like to share with all of you how are we going to apply the revolve command in SolidWorks. So, let's start. So, seperti biasa, we go to new and then I'm going to double click this part. Okay, first of all, saya kena pastikan unit kita dalam unit matrix. Okay, confirm already. So this is the matrix unit. Okay. Okay. Kita akan go through with this revolve. Okay. Kalau kita perhatikan kita ada revolve. This one revolve post base. So let's say katakan I pick front plane as my sketch plane. Go to sketch. And let's say I'm going to just simply create any shape. So I'm going to create this one, like that. Okay. And I'm not going to indicate any dimension. Saya tak indicate apa-apa dimension dah di sini ya. So kalau you nak masukkan dimension should be okay, no problem. Tapi memandangkan since this is only a simple exercise, so a demo, so I tak masukkan dimension di dalam kita punya perkara ni. Alright. So once I confirm, I'm going to go to isometric view dan I go to features. So kalau you perhatikan kita tak fully define okay. Sepatutnya dia kena fully define dah, tapi macam saya cakap tadi, since this is a demo video, so untuk revolve, so I tak masukkan lah dimension. You boleh masukkan dimension, okay, supaya dia fully define. Alright. Okay, now let's say I'm going I nak revolve kan dia. So kalau kita revolve ni bermaksud dia akan membuat satu bulatan, membentuk katakan sketch ni dia akan membentukkan satu bulatan berdasarkan kepada degree ataupun sudut yang diberi, sudut yang akan kita assignkan pada lakaran ni. Alright. So macam mana? Okay, I will show to you how. So go to features, okay, then go to revolve base. Okay, so kalau dalam revolve base, kalau kita revolve, dia kena ada part C, dia kena ada axis yang untuk kita revolve. Okay, let's say for example, kalau di sini, okay, klik di sini, axis of revolution, katakan saya nak ambil edge line ni sebagai kita punya axis. Okay, kita katakan line ni, kita ambil, kita nak jadikan dia bertindak. Okay, dia bertindak sebagai axis of revolution. So kita pilih ni, okay, nampak kalau kita blind 360 darjah, kita ada blind, kita ada sini. For this time being, I just would like to focus on blind and plane saja. Okay, so blind. So this is 360 degrees. So you can play around with this angle. Okay, sudutnya awak boleh play around. So kalau katakan kita kurang dia, you perhatikan dia punya pergerakan. Okay, ini untuk direction 1. Kalau I on kan untuk direction 2, okay, so kalau I increase or I decrease, dia akan bergerak juga. So kalau increase and also decrease, right? So untuk yang direction 2, of course definitely dia tak akan ada mid plane lah. Okay, dia just ada blind saja. So let's say katakan I work around here and that katakan I off direction 2 ni. Okay, so I'm going to make it some sort like this. Let's say 235. Kalau kita klik OK, so it looks like this. Alright, kita akan dapati bahawa dia lebih kurang macam ni lah. Okay, let's say I undo. Okay, katakan for this particular case, I nak pilih garisan ni pula sebagai axis of revolution. paksi supaya dia boleh berpusing ke sini. Tadi kita pilih paksi ni, so that's why dia pusing ke arah sini. Alright, dia pusing ke arah ni. Tapi kalau I pilih, tengok pula, kita nak tengok macam mana pula kalau kita pilih garisan ni sebagai kita punya paksi putaran or axis of revolution. So again, I'm going to go to features, revolve, right? Okay, axis of revolution is this one. Tadi kita pilih ni kan, kita pilih yang ni, dia jadi macam ni. So now I'm going to clear this. How about if I pick this one? Dia akan berubah mengikut bentuk yang sedia ada, tetapi kali ini axis of revolution ataupun paksi putaran, axis putaran ni, okay, kita telah ubahkan dia ke sini. Alright, so kalau saya klik OK, so it looks like this instead of just now. And right, so again, let's say I'm going to apply this axis pula sebagai my axis of revolution. Okay, so click this one. So ini kalau 360 darjah, so it looks like that. So bentuk dia sekali lagi, ini bentuk asal dia sama saja macam tadi, cuma axis dia je kita we play around with the axis of revolution, so kita akan dapati beberapa bentuk yang berbeza. Alright, so let's say even though this one you can macam sama saja macam tadi, you can play around with the angle. Okay, you can play around with the angle. Alright, okay. So dan sekiranya pada ini kalau kita ambil di sini, okay, kalau katakan kita ambil di sini betul-betul atas garisan ni sebagai kita punya paksi putaran, okay, this one. Tetapi sekiranya katakan saya paksi putaran tersebut mempunyai jarak tertentu di sini, let's say kata I go to sketch dan instead of line, I kena buat center line kerana dia ada merupakan paksi putaran. Ini tak apa, kita tak payah buat center line because it's a part of the sketch punya body ni. Okay, so yang ini kita nak buat khas. Just simply create one straight vertical line dan katakan jarak antara sini ke sini, saya nak masukkanlah dimension, katakan jarak dia saya buat 20 ataupun 15. Okay, 15 jarak sini ke sini. So kalau saya pilih nanti this center line yang baru saya hasilkan ni sebagai axis of revolutions, so dia akan pusing di bahagian sini dan akan menghasilkan lubang pada bahagian tengah, di mana lubang tersebut berdiameter 30. Radius dia 15, so dia 30. So kita tengok macam mana. Right, how does it looks like once when we apply the revolve command. So here, as you can see here, so I'm going to pick this one. So dia akan terhasilkan bentuk seperti ini. Okay. Ini yang saya cakap tadi, dia hasilkan lubang yang berdiameter 30 mm. Pasal apa? Pasal distance from here to the center point ataupun axis of revolution ni adalah 15. So keseluruhan dia diameter adalah 30. Right? So kalau saya klik OK, so this is how it looks like. Okay. Okay, so let's say I create another one more, new one. Make sure the units, all the units are in metric units. So I'm going to pick, let's say katakan right plane as my sketch plane. And then let's say I'm going to create just a simple line like this. And then I'm going to create some side like this. Okay, tekan saya right click, select, because saya nak exit from this line, so I'm going to use spline. Okay, in spline, okay, I'm going to use spline, click spline, then I'm going to create a simple, like that, dah selesai, right click, select, and the last one, I'm going to create a line here. I'm going to have a closed loop like this, right? And then, let's say I'm going to apply the revolve boss, whereby the axis of revolution is this one. Okay, as you can see over here like that. So I just click OK. So it will look like this. Okay, katakan I nak apply fillet, kita dah belajar fillet tadi kan? Untuk apply fillet, okay, and I'm going to apply constant fillet whereby 10 mm, tengok macam mana how it looks like. Okay, 10 mm, it should be okay, right? Dan di sini katakan is some sort like katakan small bottle lah. Let's say kata I can select this is a bottle, okay, small bottle. However, this one is still solid. Still solid. Why? Kalau kita tengok pada cross section, you know what? It's still solid. Suppose that bottle dia kena ada ruang lah pada bahagian ni dengan ketebalan dinding botol tertentu. Alright, so I would like to introduce to you another one more command which is known as shell. Okay, shell. So shell ni dia akan menghasilkan ruang macam tadi lah, menghasilkan ruang di dalam botol ini dengan ketebalan thickness dinding botol ni, okay, thickness tertentu. We can assign that the value of the thickness itself. So click shell dan katakan ketebalan dia is 2 mm. I'm going to show preview. Alright. So di sini face to remove ni, click this one. Face to remove is this one. Katakan permukaan atas saja, kan? So click permukaan atas ni. Alright. So jangan tekan shell outwards. Kalau you tekan shell outwards, bermaksud dia punya ketebalan tu mm tu dia akan bergerak keluar lah. Kalau kita off, bermaksud ketebalan dia ke dalam. Alright. So kalau tak boleh ni, mana dia tu, dia cakap di sini tadi tu apa, the shell one of the offset itu dia, sama ada dia punya ni 2 mm ni tak boleh untuk shell inwards. So I'm going to make it shell upwards. Okay, there you are. Right, kalau shell inwards tadi maknanya ketebalan dia akan clash pada bahagian tertentu di sini. So that's why shell outwards. So sekiranya saya klik ataupun pergi kepada cross section view, dan sekarang kita dapati bahawa ianya adalah merupakan satu botol yang mempunyai ruang pada bahagian dalamnya. Okay, dia akan follow exactly akan kita punya bentuk botol tersebut dengan ketebalan yang ni tadi 2 mm. Kalau saya ini pasal ini adalah merupakan asal kita tadi. Okay, yang bahagian dalam, lain dalam ni semua ni adalah lakaran asal. Tetapi saya dah buat shell outwards ketebalan 2 mm. Kalau 2 mm ke dalam tu dia dah clash. Kan? Kalau ini tadi kan asal, kalau kita buat ke dalam, kita pada 2 mm ke dalam ni, di clash. Tu pasal tadi dia prompted kata tak boleh hasilkan shell pada bahagian inwards, so I have to make the shell outwards. Ini tadi kan? Okay. So I have to make sure that the shell should be outwards. Kalau inwards tak boleh. Okay, kalau inwards tadi dia akan clash. Akan buat kat sini dia akan clash. So that's why we have to make it outwards. Alright. So this is how we're going to play around with the revolve, okay, together with the application of shell, another one new command that I have introduced to you, right? Okay, so again, let's say another one more about revolve. Okay, let's say I confirm already this is the unit dia dalam unit matrix. Katakan I'm going to pick front plane as my sketch plane. Dan katakan I bermula di sini. Let's say I'm going to create one straight horizontal line like this. You may indicate the dimension. Okay, kita masukkanlah dimension. Okay, kita masukkan dimension, let's say 250. Right, dan katakan I'm going to create a shape whereby the sketch is some sort look like this. Okay, katakan with this one. Right, so again, you may include the dimensions if you want to. Okay, you can include the dimensions. Okay, you can include the rest of the dimension, you will have no problem. But I just leave it like that. Okay, just to make it faster. So now I'm going to apply the remove pause, and my axis of revolution, I'm going to pick this one over here. Okay, so kalau 306, I will maintain with 360 degrees with blind, and once on the confirm, I just click OK. So this is how it looks like. Okay, and probably you can apply those fillets. Let's say I'm going to make it the fillets. Let's say I'm going to make it 3 mm. Maintain with constant. Okay, normally most of the application we're going to use constant size lah. All right. So 3 mm here, 3 mm here, or 3 mm might be too big, so I'm going to be 2 mm. Okay, because I'm going to apply at this edge as well. Right. This one over here. Okay, I'm going to apply. Let's see. Over here also this one 2 mm. Alright, whereas I'm going to apply this fillet, another fillet which is, let's say, 5 mm this time. I'm going to apply it over here, this edge, this edge as well as this edge, and another one more is at the back here. So I'm going to apply for this one as well. Okay, so once after confirm, just click OK. Right, so this is how you can apply the revolve in SolidWorks. Okay, guys. So you may try other type of shape or other type of sketches, and then try to apply revolve. Okay, let's say for example the glass, the bottle, the vase, okay, pasu bunga, botol, everything yang mana boleh part ataupun komponen yang mana dia, kalau you perhatikan, dia boleh melibatkan revolve. Macam katakan contoh pen marker, pen, pensel, kan dia kita boleh revolve kan, dia kita buat sebelah saja seperti this one. Okay. Buat sebelah saja. Okay, sebelah saja, lepas tu nanti kita akan revolve dia pasal dia symmetry kan. So kita revolve balik, and then we're going to have a complete product like this. Okay guys, so hopefully that you can try out with any shapes or any sketches for the revolve command. Okay, so I'll stop here, and I will see you in the next videos. Thank you very much.